as some of you will already know, we have decided to escape this cold, crazy, snowy weather and escape to the sunshine as a family. So we are heading off to the airport later this evening. True to form, I currently am not packed. However, I do get asked all the time about how I pack to travel with 2 children so young, so I just thought I'm going to give you a sneaky peek of how I pack, just a quick run through before I get all this stuff in the suitcase. So I'm going to take you through, I'm just going to turn my camera around and then show you what I do. So this is what my spare room looks like before we travel, and because for me the most important thing is to make sure that we have all the children's stuff that we need while we're away, because it's the worst thing if you run out of something and you're abroad and you can't find what you need. So I am super organised when it comes to what I do with them, and I'm just going to take you on a little run through. Right, what I have here is literally a bag of like snacky things, so all the foods that the kids generally like to eat at home snack wise, just in case there's a lunchtime where they're just not feeling what's on offer. I've got a backup of things that they really like. And then because Georgie is teething at the moment, she's been a little bit fussy with what she's eating, so I've got some like Ella's Kitchens, just because she really likes those and they're soft and they don't hurt her gums when she's eating, so I always make sure I have those. In this bag here, it's not stuff from Primark, but I have a few like new toys that they've not seen before, and I've bought them like a bucket and spade and stuff, because I always struggle to get things like that while we're away. Travel kettle, because Georgie is still on her bottles and we have got to hotels many a time and there's not been a kettle in the room, so I always have a travel kettle. This is probably like the thing that I get asked all the time about, sterilising bottles while we're away. These are from Boots. I don't know where else you can buy them from. I think you can get them on Amazon actually, I've got them from there before. So basically you fill this bag up with cold water, just from the tap, and it has a sterilising tablet in it, and then that water is sterile for 24 hours, so you can wash your bottles and you can sterilise them in there, and the water is sterile for a whole day. So these have literally been a lifesaver while we've been away. On my first trip away with Jensen when he was just 6 weeks old, I actually took my whole steriliser with me in the suitcase, so obviously these like save so much room and you don't have to be crazy and take all your kitchen things with you. So also I have, obviously because they're still on, well Georgie's still on her milk, so I have her formula, and I always take a sealed one just in case when we travel there, just I don't want any accidents with the formula and not be able to get it while we're away. Cowpole just in case. Currently they're both a little bit snotty, so I take loads of travel tissues with me, and then both their sizes of swimming nappies, really essential. I always travel with the nappies that they both use, and a couple of packs of wipes. I have been abroad before and not been able to get their size in nappies, so I just always make sure I take them before. And then I take their things like their spoons that they like eating with, especially for Jensen, because obviously he eats with a spoon and fork and stuff now, like the cup that he likes drinking out of, just so it's a bit home from home for them. Okay, so moving on to the next bit, we always have Jensen's little swim vest with us. This has literally been one of my #1 buys ever for him on holiday, because we had a little incident when we were in, I think it was Marbella last summer, and we were right next to him by the swimming pool, and he did slip in, and luckily he had my friend's little boy's one of these on. We hadn't had them before, we'd always put him in armbands, and this was just brilliant. Obviously he just comes like straight to the surface. We pulled him out because we were right next to him, and it's by no means obviously like means that you can take your eyes off them at all. We've always got our eyes on them at all times, but this just gives me peace of mind more than anything when we're near the water. I can't find one for Georgie in her size, so if anyone does know where you can get one for a girl age 1 to 2, I'd be really thankful, because I can only find them age 2 to 3. So I have bought Georgie some armbands for this holiday, because now she's crawling. I've also got her like little water seat that she goes in, so when Jensen's in the water she can also come in as well, and she can just be in her seat with us next to her. Also have their little water things, so this is what they wear in the water. They're like long-legged for both of them. That's his ones, and Georgie has some girly looking ones over here, just to keep them fully protected from the sun. And a hat, I just always pick up a really cheap one from Primark. I think this was like £3, because we always end up losing them. And then their little sunglasses, just £1 from Primark as well. These are absolutely amazing, so I always have these on their feet while we're away by the pool, just to stop their little feet from getting so hot, because you know what it's like yourself when you get off the sun lounger or you're on the beach and you know the floor gets so hot. So we've, you know, I know not to forget about their little feet as well. Their feet will be hotter than ever, so I always have these. They can wear them in the water, and then they've got them on to protect their feet when they're on the sand or just by the pool as well playing. So that's like my one of my top things, and I've always got those. So what else do I have? Georgie's little versions of the swimsuits, and then I have just got a normal swimming costume. It's really cute, and £2.50 from Primark. You can't really go wrong, because they're growing out of things so much at this age. Lots of vests, and again I just get mine from Primark because they go through vests so quick and grow out of them so quick, and actually these wash really nice and so cheap compared to anyone else. Obviously all there enough pyjamas for them for the week. That's Georgie's vests, and then literally I just lay out their outfits, so daytime outfits, their evening outfits, and then like loads of spare vests and t-shirts for Jensen. Obviously going to be eating lots of ice cream and things like that, and it'll all be down the front. Again, these little vests were like £1.30 from Primark, so can't really go wrong. And you know, if at the end of the holiday we need to throw them out, it's fine, but usually I find they do wash and wear quite well for a few holidays. And then just I've got him some little pumps from there as well. They were £4. Same with her stuff, so she's got her day stuff laid out, her evening stuff laid out, and then some like little jelly shoes, her little cute sunglasses, just £1 each, and then a little hat. And these were just from Primark as well, so like she's got, I'll just show you this one, just a really cute little play suit. Again, this was so cheap. I think these are like £3 each. Just can't really go wrong. And then the other thing that I make sure that we've got packed is their travelling home outfits. Obviously we'll be going from hot to cold, so I always make sure that we've got these so they're wrapped up when we get back. Obviously all their wash stuff is packed. And then this is something that I absolutely couldn't live without now. If you ever travel with children long haul, this is called a bed box, I think. It's by Jet Kids. So it obviously goes together like this, and then you can pull it along in the airport. Obviously your child can pull it along, or normally what happens is the adult gets left pulling it along, but that's fine. So in here is actually like a little fold up mattress, if I can pull it out and show you. So in here I just put, and this is like so important if you're doing a long haul flight. This is a tip that I picked up from another mum, and she said to me to make sure that my children had things that they have not seen before on a flight to keep them entertained. And honestly, this has been an absolute saviour for us. So I always make sure that they've got their pyjamas. We're doing a night flight, so pyjamas that we'd usually put them in to keep them in a bit of a routine. Obviously some spare vests as well, just in case. And then I have some toys that they've not seen before. So Jensen's just got some little animals, new dinosaur book, and then they've got some like little treats and snacks in there as well. So I know that when we get on the flight, if he doesn't want to sit in his seat, or if he has a moment where he's feeling, you know, that he wants to start wandering and it's not appropriate, if I pull out one of these things that he's not seen before, it will keep him entertained. And actually he then tends to normally play with whatever we've bought for the whole holiday, and it keeps him really entertained. And then I've kept a couple of toys back for the end of the holiday as well, so on the way back just the same thing to keep him entertained at the airport or on the flight. And these are like really cheap things, so this is off like Amazon or something, and I've got a few things from Primark, so again just really cheap little things. And then what this does is, so you put the lid on but the other way up, so it would lie across here, and then this little mattress pulls out, and it means that it rests against the seat in front, but it means they've got a little bed, so then their legs are up, they can lie down, and you can put a little blanket over them, or you know, you normally get a little pillow on the long haul flights, and it will just mean that they can hopefully get some sleep. So that has been an absolute saviour for us on long haul flights. It's definitely, if you do a lot of long haul flights, any mums out there, I would highly recommend getting one of these. The only thing is that you need to make sure that you have checked with your airline that you can use it. We've always been able to use it on our airlines bar one flight, so yeah, definitely like a #1 thing. So now my job is to get all of this into a suitcase. So now the aim of the game is to get all of that into here. So what I tend to do is I tend to roll, because I think that you can fit more in and things are less creased. So I'm now going to get on with that. Oh my goodness, look at this craziness that is going on outside. So it is completely blizzarding with snow at the moment. I have Jensen and Georgie's case more or less packed. I have got a few bits that haven't gone in yet. That's completely normal. Kids need so much stuff when they go away, more so to keep them completely content for the whole holiday. So those bits will end up being in my case, because I'm travelling light and I won't have that much stuff. So I'm going to get on with getting my case packed, and then I will show you what I'm doing for hand luggage. So these are something that also always goes in my hand luggage as well, just because we're out and about, we don't know what we're going to come up against, so I just always have some sterilising wipes in with me, especially because Georgie is still using her dummy as well, so just in case she throws it, so I always have those handy and in my hand luggage. Where are we going, Jensen?
Airplane.
We're going on an airplane! And where are we going to?
Going in a car.
We're going in a car first, then an aeroplane. Are we going on holiday?
But
You're going to push Daddy in the swimming pool?
yeah. Push Mummy.
You push Mummy?
Yeah.
I'm going to push Jensen.
Anyway, push Mummy.
8?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yes.
For holidays.
9.
9?
Careful.
Yes.
The taxi's here.